Right, David, tell me about your latest hobby.
So I decided to run 5k every day in January. So I kind of had been thinking about it for a little while, about doing something like that. And then, no, look, we're 1 days in there or something like that. So yeah, it's been a challenge, but the weather has not been very kind. Like, it basically snowed the whole first week, and then yeah, it's been pretty wet and miserable every day since. But no, it's been a good challenge.
And what was the thought behind it? Like, how, you say you've been thinking about this for a while. What actually brought this on? Where did the foundations of this idea come from?
I suppose being young farmers and all, and being involved with a few other things to do with farming and being a teacher and everything, like, I see firsthand the impact mental health can have on people, and especially young males. And I suppose the biggest thing, I seen a statistic there maybe in the summertime last year, and it was like the biggest killer of men under the age of 50 is suicide.
Yep.
I think I read the other day there was like 291 suicides in Northern Ireland alone last year, which is like not quite one every day, but it's not far away from one every day. And I think there's still a bit of a stigma about it. So then I started to think about what I could do. How do we look online? And I actually couldn't believe there was no specific like men's mental health charity. So then I went and I thought, well, who could I go for? And being in school, I've seen Aware NI. I've been in school a couple of times with us, and they do a lot of good work with young people.
And how important do you think mental health charities actually are? Do you think there's something that are underfunded or maybe underappreciated?
Well, it's funny you say that, because somebody said to me the other day, if I'd been raising money for maybe like a Macmillan or... No, there's nothing wrong with those charities, I'm not saying that, but it kind of strikes a note with people, like the word like cancer, like strikes a note with people straight away.
Because it's a physical thing.
Well, because it's a physical thing, and I suppose maybe a lot of people have seen or lost people with it or anything like that. And I do think there's still a little bit of stigma around mental health, and especially in the farming community, where people are like, just get on with it.
Yeah.
Just get on with it.
Tighten
up or be a man. Or so I guess this is all part of it. And then I thought, well, what could I do, and what really signifies like mental health? Well, mental health to me is about consistency and doing something on repeat, and like making sure that you keep doing it every day, and you're working to improve yourself every day. So I thought, well, I'll do something every day. Well, what could I do every day? So I thought, well, I could probably run 5k every day. That's how I ended up doing 5k a day in this month of January. So.
And how has your challenge been going? Like, you are, not to make your head any bigger, but you are a relatively fit man, like for a man of your age.
So you're doing okay, or do you say a man of my age? I'm starting to feel it now. My legs are definitely starting to feel a bit tight. I would say probably getting time to do it every night has been a challenge. Like, it's not just like 20 minutes, like say half an hour to run it or whatever, but it takes a bit of time to go somewhere to run it. Like, yeah, it's probably like an hour or more every evening. It's just getting time between farming and school and having a family and everything else, to try and get time to actually do that, which has probably been the biggest challenge more than anything.
Well, what has the support been like in general? Are you reaching your goal? What is your goal?
So originally, I suppose I had a goal of £1,000, and then I broke that goal. So, and now I'm at 1,200. But I think my goal at the start had actually been about awareness. And then basically, somebody said to me, I can't remember if it was you actually, somebody said to me that, well, why do you not do it for charity? Because it's such a hard challenge, so why not do it for charity? And then I was like, well, you know what, well, we're obviously aware that January is like a really busy month for people, and so getting money from people to do, in January is not the easiest thing to do. Yeah, I said, well, I'll go for charity, get it done, and the money just started to come in, and people were really generous. Like, there's a few individuals that have given me over £100 each, which has really helped the cause. But the most important thing for me, actually, aside from the money, has been the support I've had on runs.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of people who have volunteered to come and run with me has been class, and running with people definitely makes it a lot easier than out running yourself. Like last night, I had one where I ran myself in the absolute lashing rain and the wind and everything else, and I know if I'd had somebody with me last night, it would have made a big difference. There's a few people who have still run with me yet that would like to run, including yours truly.
Well, hopefully we'll be doing that tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. There's been demand on TikTok for that. People, you have to give the fans what they want, Connor.
But they're looking for torture. They want to see suffering. That's all that.
But no, that's been really positive, and people are coming out, and I know it's maybe not that important, but like likes or like people sharing it or comments on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, like that does give you a bit of a boost. Whenever people are like, "Oh, keep going, David," or whatever.
Yep.
It's been nice.
Well, that is the other thing too. Like, you are documenting the whole thing. It's on TikTok, it's on Instagram for people to go and see. So what is your Instagram handle if they want to go on and see?
I don't even know what my TikTok handle is. What is it? David Hodges or something?
I'd say if you type in David Hodges and TikTok, they'll
one
find
and
it.
only. No, don't cut that out. And I guess one of the things that I've done as part of this as well is I've done a mental health quote every day. But yeah, so whenever I'm running, I run, and then normally at the halfway point or something, I read out a mental health quote about like men's mental health, or not even men's mental health, but mental health in general.
And is that more for yourself, or is that for the people who's watching?
I think it's probably a bit of both. I think I did one the other day, and it was like, yesterday could have been a bad day, today could be a good day, tomorrow could be a bad day, but every day is still a win.
Yeah.
And I think that's key. Like, you can't wake up every day and expect every day to be absolutely class. Whatever happens that day is what's going to happen that day. And the other mental health quote I did as well was, like, everybody gets a second chance, and that's tomorrow. And that is actually, I know it's a bit cheesy, but it's actually true. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't matter what happens today or how bad today is, you literally still have tomorrow to go and fix it. And this time of year is always really difficult. Like, this, whenever it's really dark and everything else, but this is the time of year whenever it's hard to get through everything. So if you can keep getting through this time of year, you always know the brighter nights are ahead, and everybody always cheers up and there's a bit more sun and everything else. So. And the one big thing, if I was going to take any message away from this, is never be scared to ask for help. Like, me and you have said this, me and you have been best mates for a long time now, and we have always said to each other, never ever be hesitant to ring the phone.
Yeah.
Ring the phone, and if I don't answer, I'll ring you back.
100%.
Like, more or less, as soon as I can.
Or any time of the day for that matter.
Any time of the day, it doesn't matter, middle of the night, whatever it is. But never be scared not to ring anybody, or meet up for a cup of coffee, or go for a beer in the scenic or something like that there, or whatever. But just that 15 minutes or whatever it is can make a big difference, and staying in contact with folk, and don't isolate yourself. Like, isolation can be hard at times, and farming is an industry where, without a doubt, you're isolated, all the time. Like, I look at my dad there, he's at home all day by himself, like, it's bound to be difficult. I'm in a job where I see hundreds of people every day. The difference in that industry is huge,
But as you say, it's also the stigma as well. Like, Gareth is a big advocate for the mental health, as am I. Gareth's preaching that message there in the bonnet of that tractor, it's okay to not be okay. So I feel sometimes that there is that stigma that you're not feeling okay and that you're ashamed of that. Where that's the point that you're trying to...
Absolutely. Like I would never want anyone to feel that if they came to me saying they weren't okay, that they would feel that I would then take a hand at them, or say anything behind their back or anything like that. I would want them to think they could come to me and then we could try and find a way to improve it. And like, it is okay not to be okay. Like, not everybody can be class all the time.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, and makes me sound like an old granda, but like, we see this idea of life on Facebook and Instagram, whatever, and you look at that and you go, oh, I wish I had that, or I wish I had that. Do you know what? I know, you've done this before as well, but it's like stepping back and going, well, what have I actually achieved this year? Because I've started off the year, well, as good as you probably can. I just want to say, like, thanks to everybody who supported me so far. Like, the support has been class. I never, honestly, when I started it, thought I was ever going to get... It was more like a personal challenge. I thought, could I do it myself? And then it just seems to have, it grew, and it's been really, really encouraging. And it's also great to see that this mental health thing is becoming more easily talked about, and people are willing to get on. The amount of people that have said to me, "That's a great cause, Dave. That's a great cause. Like, you're doing a great thing there and all," which has been really, really encouraging. So I just want to say thanks, I suppose, to everybody and for giving me a hand. And I guess I can't wait to see you run the night.
I'm dreading it now, but look, I was going to get you down and actually get you driving the big girl too. I call her the mental health tractor, to be honest, basically because of all the slogans that are on her, and hopefully they do help other people. But
do you think you feel better after driving her?
It's hard not to get over with a smile on your face, to be honest.
I would probably agree. I might drive her home.
Go for it.
I think I could take grass in this thing.
Don't ring me on the way home saying that you've smashed her or something. But look, I'm going to be running with David this evening. I'm not going to post it here so that you have to actually go to his TikTok to watch it. All being well, I don't die in the middle of the whole process.
If you never see him again, you'll know why.
You'll know why. And this is your new presenter. Thanks.
Welcome to GRASSMEN.